My name's Sam Holman. We're at the Leeds Digital Festival Retro Games event. I've enjoyed video games my whole life, really. My older brother was very involved from sort of right back at the sort of Atari and Spectrum era, so I was very interested in games from a very young age. So we've got more recent ones here, obviously the PS2 and the Dreamcast. Unfortunately the PS2 killed off the Dreamcast in its day, but they were rivals, I guess you could say. The PS2 we've had Wipeout was the last one that was on, which is actually a PlayStation 1 game. The Dreamcast we started off with Choo Choo Rocket, and then we've had some Soul Calibur, Phantasy Star Online, Quake 3 Arena. There's an Amiga. I think we've only got Robocop 2 and Speedball 2 here. Yeah, that's jumping back in the time frame a little bit. Over here is currently a NES on now, so obviously this is Mario Brothers 1. Yeah, the NES is pretty fun still. Prior to that, we had the ZX Spectrum. This is a Sam Coupe, which is a very it's a very temperamental machine, so we'll see if we get anything out of it. Not a very well-known machine. Disk drive is prone to failing, but may or may not work. Yeah.
So where did this come from? Because I've never actually seen one of these before.
Well, this is the machine that I used first, that was my older brother. It was one of the first machines he had, and he's sort of 12 years older than me, so there was quite an age gap. And when he got an Amiga later on, I think he passed this on to me, so I was writing little games and things in BASIC when I was about 10, and this was the machine I was using to do it. But even back then I remember the drive being quite sporadic and you had to smack it to get it to load sometimes. But, yeah, so I've got a bit of an affection for that particular machine, even though it usually doesn't work. Yep, N64 with Mario Kart and GoldenEye have been especially popular.
It's embarrassing.
There's a few other games, but I think those are the two that we've had on.
Get plenty of pictures.
A Mega Drive and another Spectrum. Oh, Micro Machines is a obviously popular game. It's been very successful. We sold out, I mean the tickets were free, but we sold out, as it were, of all the ones that we put up. There are a few more that went on today. So we've pretty much had the sort of numbers that we were expecting. People seem to have had some fun.